Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
All right. Are we good? I'm proud of me because I sat here and did not freak out. Nisi, are we back for take two? Sister Soraya came back. For those of you that are just joining, we had a little technical difficulty. I see the good, but Michelle said remix. All right. I think we're good. Nisi said hi, so y'all can hear me. All right, we're good. Good morning, everybody. Today is Monday, April 7th, 2025, and it is Mental Health Monday. Now I'm proud of me because I sat here. Ari, thank you over on Instagram. Lord, I see the Instagram name. Jesse, good to see you over there on Instagram as well. So it is Monday morning. Sharon Cornelius is in the building along with Milagro, who had something to say about the fact that Alexa, who has nothing to do with this broadcast technically, was the reason why we messed up this morning. I don't know what it was. I think I was trying to be conservative. I had closed the computer, and when I opened up, I thought everything was just going to, and no. So it is Mental Health Monday. We got to catch up on a couple of events over the weekend. I have not done it, but we need to check in on our mental health in reference to things that are going on in the country. And we're going to let Nicole go ahead and get ready to tell us a joke here. Her and Miss Teresa, I don't know what they're going to come up with, but it is Mental Health Monday. So we're going to check in on our mental health in just a couple of seconds. But, actually, let me get you all while you're in here active now, because, sometimes it's a fight to get you to put one word in the comments that describe how you're feeling right now. Just one word. How is your mental health? How are you feeling? I think the weather today is, what is it? April showers bring May flowers, and it's just been rainy. That has an impact on our mental health, as well as we are seeing some things go on in the news. Number one, tariffs in the economy, higher prices, things like that. And so I'm not going to go too deep and just name that. That's real. And we need to prepare. Remember the term integration. Sort of, it is what it is. It's not a defeatist thing, but mentally, we need to just, when all these other executive orders and interestingly so, I went and got eggs this weekend and I was like, oh, they're below $4.99, but they're back to below $5. It's going to be fluctuation in prices. It's so weird because I find myself preparing us like I did in 2020 for COVID. So be wise about your money. A lot of people used to joke about the old thing of keeping some cash in your mattress. Keep some cash on hand. And just, I want to be, you see, I'm struggling when I say, and a lot. I want to be real about where things are, but not also over alarm us, but we want to be prepared. Savings, food insecurity and stuff like that. So in the context of Mental Health Monday, I wanted to be real. If you all notice, the last few weeks, I have not went in a lot about national politics. And sort of intentionally. Major things, I keep us abreast. I've been putting post up more on Twitter. I'm a little more active back on Twitter, morely for shade, and sometimes I like to troll. Oh, Jesus. I see the joke from Nicole. I'm going to read it in a second. Morely to troll. Capacity. Uncle, tell me what you mean by capacity. And that is, for the mental health word. Yeah. That's real, Unc. Capacity is real. Let me go and check and see for the words. And we will, Sharon, we will go into some local politics in just a few seconds. Pam, good morning to you. Sharon, I said good morning on the earlier take one of Java with Jimmy this morning. Michelle D. Smith says, my brother James, way to go with persevering through the momentary audio challenge. Thank you, because persevering. Yes, that one, preserving. I can read. Uncle. All right. So the other words for today are relaxed. I know exactly what he meant by that. Relaxed. Sharon said that she is lazy. Tashad, one of our candidates for District 7, is saying that she is hopeful. Michelle D. Smith said that she is peaceful. Yes, Mama Java, we are back. Good morning to you. Pam said mixed bag of feelings. And I think that is, Pam, we're going to go back to yours. Ma says she's aggravated. I ran into someone this weekend, Ma, that I think I know one of the things we're going to get to work on that. All right, let's go to Miss Teresa said scattered. And all right, let's go to Nicole's joke. I'll give you my word in just a couple of seconds. Two antennas got married. The wedding was okay, but the reception was amazing. Nicole, that it was good. The logic. You're in the Java Cafe corner this morning. Uncle Thaddeus, here's a heart whisper to hold or share. Say it with me Monday. Today, I honor my limits, not out of self. Today, I honor my limits, not out of selfishness, but self-preservation. Uncle Thaddeus and I were sharing a couple of memes and videos on Instagram, and the last two were definitely affirmations. Not 100% there, but I've been transparent with you all. Hard things of the fall. First part of this year is it's morphing, it's changing. But these memes were affirmations about, and Nikki and Ari, I'm going to get to your words in a second on Instagram. It was affirmation for what Uncle Thaddeus said around the heart whisper. Where did it go that quick? Charlene's in the building. I'll get to you in 1 second, hun. Today, I honor my limits, not out of selfishness, but out of self-preservation. I just said Charlene's name. If you follow her, she put up a video a couple of weeks ago just about a break and just all that's going on, being a caregiver, health, and just, it's a lot. And so to Pam's point, a mixed bag of feelings. To Soraya's point, in between, Kosi Kumsa, just, you don't really know. You know what I mean? And so on the other side of that, I think back to that time we talked about growth, I think, versus expansion. And Uncle Thaddeus brought up the point about being intentional about our growth and expansion. We talk about going through on a macro level, the Black community. Once again, our resilience is going to, get us ready for the next. What's going to be the next? We had a pandemic and a president, but that's through going through. How right now in this time on this Mental Health Monday, how can we be intentional about expanding and growing ourselves in these hard economic times. A lot of the Black and brown folks that are supporting the president see a good economic opportunity. If you have the resources, tap in. I can't believe I just said that. My point is being intentional about growth and expansion in this time for preparing, as I said a few minutes ago. Part of it is, as I said a few minutes ago, integrating. It is what it is, but that's not a defeatist thing. We just prepare for the mental health of it so it doesn't disrupt sleep, so we don't get the bubble guts, so we don't get, as Ma said, aggravated. It's really real. Going back to Instagram, Nikki said that her word for the day was unsettled with all that's going on. And also Ari said drained. To Sharon's point, being lazy. That is, it's real. And on the, not even the flip side, in consideration or in addition to, we got to give ourselves grace to self-preserve, because at the end of the day, Tito Jackson said at Chuck Turner's funeral, the cavalry is not coming. Let me go to the comments. I want to catch somebody. Oh, I didn't go to Charlene yet. Hold on. This is very random but timely. When will people stop weaponizing people's declining mental health, exploiting them for their own? It's Mental Health Monday. And Charlene, you know, I have the propensity to respond to that in a manner that could take us a little bit toward the left this morning. Some of the first thoughts are, you know, elected officials, corporations, exploitation of our mental health. But then there's some individuals that play on how the status of our mental health, how either the fight to stay well or addressing our mental illness, people sometimes seize on that opportunity to know triggers and push buttons and cause anxiety and control. Some of the other things that come to mind is things like DV. And DV is not just between partners sleeping together and intergenerational, the nasty auntie that always is critical, and that's some DV too. And not to make light of the physical abuse that is a large part of that topic when we talk about it, but you know, that stuff that for generations has said what goes on in this house stays in this house. I don't know, but who got me out there? I don't know. Okay. Charlene about the exploitation. To Pam's point, I see the word joke. So let's break this up a little bit. That was the joke I didn't know I needed this morning. Uh-oh. Such a good dad joke. I can't wait till we have our next event so all of y'all can meet. Charlene said right on the money to Uncle Thaddeus. Dina, better late than never. I saw your name and was going to come. Wait. Okay, hold on. Dina, good morning. Who else is in the room just to acknowledge? Naraki, good morning, beautiful. Good to see you in the room. All right. And Terrence, Terrence saw the jump. I was going to say the jump off, Lord Jesus. Terrence saw that we had technical difficulties. Good to see you, brother. Shout out to the folks up at Salem State University. For those of you that can and are able to be in Salem on April 25th, you need to be seated at least by 9:30, the latest. We will be going Java with Jimmy live from Salem State University, Friday, April 25th, 10 a.m. But you will be able to watch here. It is a Friday. So Terrence, good to see you in the room. We can take that joke a few ways, but it's not after dark yet. So let me go back to the joke, to what Nicole said, because I didn't see the after darkness of it. Oh! Um, Dina, help. Uncle Thaddeus. All right. If that went over your head, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Don't leave that one alone. Okay, Michelle D. Smith. How can we grow in these turbulent times is to stay connected with each other. Check in, engage in fellowship, and be intentional about acknowledging and celebrating joy in the midst of challenges. And to Michelle's point, and to what I was feeling earlier, and this is a little observation seasoned with a little bit of petty. Some of the sentiment and the response and the feelings we have in the mental health space, anxiety. Carlton, what's up, brother? Good to see you in the room. Those feelings are reminiscent of 5 years ago. The ambiguity. Prices had went crazy at one point during COVID and whatnot. So I'm just acknowledging that some of the sentiment of us holding the space in considering, the national politics and whatnot. But to Michelle's point and Thaddeus's point, a few weeks ago, I see Julian over Jules over on Instagram. Be motivated intentionally to take this. One of the biggest opportunities, not mental health, but that I took during COVID that came from, when my job was like, well, today's your last day. That was in November before COVID hit, was on unemployment. COVID hit. Congress approved $600 extra a week. Take the opportunity to build yourself. I'm going to say this. There are some friends, one from high school, one I knew from church before we started working together. And my third stint in the federal government started in 2001, 2002, 2006, 2002, I believe. October of 2002, or maybe 2001. I don't remember. My point is that to those that are in the federal government right now, we're talking about ambiguity, taking an opportunity, that all politics are local. There are people that I know and love that in the last week are posting after X amount of years. I can't believe this. One brother, picture on a beach, made the decision to retire, didn't feel forced, but however, because of the nature of the times, I'm embracing this retirement. Flip the script. In that case, perspective. I just want to point that out. His perspective there. So as I'm talking about taking opportunities in these hard times, I just thought about our federal employees, especially those that are in DC, Baltimore, a lot of Black folks. And I at the end of the day, all this Doge or whatever, if someone was to look at the numbers of the greatest impact of those fired and laid off and last hired and first fired during probation and whatnot, I wonder what the stats would show. Would they reflect DEI? All right, I'm too far out there in the politics, but Julian, yes, you did come out and motivate and again, timing. When this brother finally sits in the studio, he gonna have us all slayed out. Uncle Thaddeus, with all that said, this weekend I tried to bottle up my Black joy, but it broke the jar and started a dance party instead. You better go ahead, Uncle Thaddeus. I got a video of you dancing at your birthday party like 10 years. Oh, Jesus, it's a while. 8-10 years ago. And Uncle Thaddeus and Pastor Ron have this thing with a chair dance. All right. In our second take today, we're going to get ready to start wrapping up in a few moments. Naraki Jordan says, as a caregiver of a disabled child, first and now a parent, keeping my mental intact is a challenge along with working a full-time job plus ministry. Overwhelmed and exhausted is my mental health today, still pushing through. However, Pastor Naraki, no one love you with all due respect, Pastor. Somewhere, somebody in that ministry need to figure out how to support. You need to be real with leadership and say, hey, I'm still working full time. Thank you for not being one of those pastors that still working full time in ministry and being a caregiver. And being a woman in these times and a Black woman. Y'all send some love to Pastor Naraki and anybody else that you see on here that deserves some love and support. But Pastor, okay. Nope. Miss Teresa, this is real. This is real. And these are the reasons why I intentionally talk about our mental health status. These are the reasons why Uncle Thaddeus is intentional about Black joy. This is the reason why I try to balance and throw jokes and fun stuff in when we're talking about real issues, because the anger is real. The anxiety is real. The depression is real. Bishop Bragg said some years ago, unaddressed issues have babies. Unaddressed anxiety is going to display itself somewhere in a fight. You're going to pop off. Unaddressed depression, at worst, can possibly result in you thinking that you want to die by suicide because it would be better for you and others. Unaddressed anger. I have a decision before me to be very transparent or not. I have had times where I've realized that I've had a lot of pinned up, unaddressed anger. And when it's come out, I've gotten better, but for like 2 seconds, and then and now I breathe. I feel the cool air going in, and then I feel the warm air coming out, and I feel the cool air going in, and I feel the warm air coming out. And when I'll go journal and get the cussing out that I have to. I told you I've broken a sweat journaling before. So all of this to say this morning, it is what it is. We integrate the issues, the challenges, the success, the Black joy of our time. That way, when those things come and they get ready to gut check, kind of intentionally, back to the earlier point, you have fortified your Black joy proactively. Financially, you have figured something out. You go through 2 consecutive quarters of financial struggle, it'll push you to be intentional about, oh, hell no, never again. I'll just end that part with, I ensure that there are a couple of contracts for the end of the year. Hi, Uncle Thaddeus and Miss Teresa. Y'all know where I am. So you, even if it's a point here, finance situation, not the best. I'm growing and expanding through that hardship, but I'm intentional about stacking and where and contracting of, you can delay payment to like the fall and in some cases I'm like, that I should have. Anyway, opportunities. We have to seize them. Be real about where things are. Integrate. Be intentional about our Black joy. Drink water. Eat. Sleep. And who that look was for knows the look. Mental Health Monday. Going to get ready to wrap up and get Obi. What's up, brother? Good to see you in the room. You all keep Obi's family and mom in prayer. Ma, I actually tagged you in a post this morning for, who was it? To keep their mom in prayer. I tagged you in a post this morning. So when you see that, please add them to the prayer list along with Obi's mom. Jules, if you don't handle it with grace, it will. That will preach. If you don't handle it with grace, it'll stay in your face. Unaddressed issues have babies. Don't keep sweeping it under the carpet, because eventually there's going to be a lump. And one day you're going to go to walk and trip over it. All right. We got all these analogies going this morning. Nicole said, my cousin had a friend who told her she wanted to end it. My cousin called the police and told her parents the girl blocked her and doesn't talk to her anymore. But my cousin feels better knowing she did the right thing. At the end of the day, I think your cousin, well, first, let's take it to the person. It's real. Expose them. And you know what I mean? Words matter. Made a decision to do what they thought was right. That person may be mad because they may have felt exposed and you put my business out there and all that, but deep down inside, and hopefully they'll express it to your cousin one day. There's a part of them that hopefully is like, I'm glad she did. Part of that, their healing process may be that them embracing your cousin again is a hardcore reality of what happened. And this is just off the top of my head, Nicole. So, you know, to your point, and then to your cousin, I think they are better able to handle them not speaking to them and not dealing with them, but they're still here. And so it's a hard thing. Oh, Ma, Arthur Harris. Yes. His mom. Thank you. So to Nicole's point, you know, to your cousin, in my humble opinion, not knowing all the details, I think that was the right decision. Uncle Thaddeus, every opportunity isn't meant for you, especially if it costs your peace, purpose, or people. Growth isn't just about the yeses. It's also about the no's you say with All responses don't need to be said publicly either. And that's what I'll take away from knocking out of nowhere. I just choked on air. All right. Yes, Uncle Thaddeus, to your point. Tay, good morning. Good to see you in the room. All right. I think we have caught up with the comments. Ms. Teresa said, if you have a medical concern or issue, the uncertainty of the government and the healthcare system is very scary. That combined with the educational system, a lot of our young people that have IEPs and physical disabilities that have schools and districts have to get the buses that lift them and things like that. Like, all of this is very, very real. Everything that comes up today is going to come back to the point about embracing it. It is what it is, the integration of it. And as we're embracing it through the filter of protecting our Black joy, protecting our peace, being intentional about intentional resilience. Yeah. I can't. Yeah. There's a couple of things that happened this morning that ain't never happened before. But what Brielle said at Salem State, my beef with resilience is when we're forced into it. But how do we make a choice in these times where it may feel like a force? But how do we flip the perspective in the part of the integration, how you integrate it and how you filter it? Yes, past trauma, life references, points of reference are real. Just be willing to take another look. Listen, I'm not at this point to share this with y'all without who. Yeah, I see y'all comments and I see y'all names, but the number one person I see in this camera every goddamn morning is me. So we're going to get ready to wrap up with that. Leslie, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I think I said good morning to Pastor Marion earlier, but good morning. So I'm tired. I just got tired and there's no guest. So hopefully you got something out of today. Some encouragement, some challenge, to be intentional about maintaining your mental wellness, and issues that we got to address in our mental illness. We address them and be real about them. So a few dates to keep in mind. I'm going to try to do them chronologically. Tonight, for those of you that are in the downtown area and that are going, we have the opportunity to host the Massachusetts Coalition to Prevent Gun Violence for their MVP awards. And I don't want to mess up. Matt Slater, former Patriot, is going to be there. So we'll be with them this evening. On Monday, we have the Registry of Motor Vehicles coming into the Java Cafe. A little bit of my fault. They've been trying for a few weeks. The Real ID requirements that originally was supposed to be in place in 23, but because of COVID, they delayed it. The Real ID includes things like flying. If you don't have a passport, the Real ID is going to be the thing that can get you into federal buildings and flying and certain things. And, with the times, don't wait until the last minute. And so they're going to come and speak with us on Monday, the 14th, the registrar for the state for the Registry of Motor Vehicles for the state of Massachusetts will be with us on Monday at 10 a.m. Also on April 21st, Yard Time Entertainment, it will have its inaugural men's bowling fellowship time to come together challenge and whatnot. So that's going to start on April 21st. You can go to Yard Time Entertainment to get more information about that. I think that's it as far as dates. I will have a date for the anniversary in the Red Cup Awards in June. I heard from the museum this weekend. And so they're figuring it out about what's going on, the available date in June. So that's it for me. We're going to get ready to wrap up this morning. Oh, it's 10:48. Granted, we didn't technically start until about 10:12 or 10:15 because Uncle Thaddeus said, we've seen this movie before. Fear, division, uncertainty. We've paid to watch it in every We've paid to watch it in every generation, but this time we're not just surviving the plot. This time we're thriving by, come on, sir. This time we're thriving by design, not by chance, not by reaction, but by that perspective and decisions are real. And everybody, as I said a few minutes ago, Uncle Thaddeus and I aren't viewing life and viewing things through these lenses just because we put some glasses on one day and we can see clearly now. No, we had to rub. We had to do the microfiber cloth. We had to and clean the glasses. But goes back to choice. So, and to the point of grace that somebody made earlier, we need grace all around in every situation. To those that aren't there yet, got to give grace to those that are and not be judgmental because you don't know their journey. You don't know how. You don't know, and I'll say it, you don't know what happens when the camera goes off. So, Aha Fit and Rec, good to see you over on Instagram. Be strong and courageous. to Orange City. Thank all of you for being with us today. Thank you for your patience and coming back into the Java Cafe. Let's just say we the first, and I tried to delete before we even started the second one. I was on social media, delete. Okay, I did have a moment there. I didn't freak out about the text, but about the tech rather. But while I was fixing the tech, I was on the phone, delete. So, oh shoot. Hold on. I did. Salem State, April 25th at 10 a.m. No pressure for anybody to come. Traffic on a Friday early in the morning. And I don't want that pressure of knowing you're coming. And I am doing my first live show from a college campus. Like, even right now, my heart said, do. But thank God for Brother Obi that's going to be there with me. And Izzy, I'm getting some guidance and notes right here in real time. So I think I got everything. I see the little squiggly going. Come on, Brother Obi, so I can close out. Donald, good morning. Good to see you in the room. This is what happened. Donald Collins. I know that. What's going on, sir? You forgot April. I did say April. I said, where y'all? I did. All right. I'm getting off of here between Miss Teresa and Obi. I'm getting jumped. No, sir. Brother Donald, good to see you in the room. That's it, everybody. Back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for Testimony Tuesday. We have guests, as you heard me mention. Guests will start coming in next week. Next week, the 17th, we're kicking off the marathon weekend. And also, you know, the marathon. Speaking of dates, there's a lot going on 420. Oh, God, so much irony and just 420 is a very interesting day worldwide. We'll do it in ascending order. 420 is a day that we celebrate a hold on. 420 is a day that is celebrated for God's green earth. You see, my voice couldn't even get that out, straight. That's the first thing. Second thing is the Boston Marathon world event. And then the other thing is of course, most importantly, Resurrection Sunday. So there's a lot going on 420. So the week leading up to that marathon weekend, we're going to have President Jack from the Boston Athletic Association. On the 19th, we're going to spend some time with Black Unicorns, where the Black and brown runners that come from across the world. Last year, I had the honor of sitting with the world famous first Black man to win the Boston Marathon in decades, I believe, period. I should know that. So anyway, next week we have guests coming back, and also Autism Awareness will be with us. Don't forget their Adaptive Aquatics event that is taking place on April 26th. Actually, Dina got me the link. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. I don't know who that is. All right, let me take care of that. See what happens when I pick up my phone. Link from Dina. And I also, okay. All right. See, this is what happens. You pick up your phone to do one thing, and then you see notifications, and then you get in trouble. All right, Dina. And I want to make sure you all have the link for Swim Safe. All right. The other thing I wanted to do, the Winston, Washington side of the Java family is growing, or my family, Java family, is growing. good friend and sister that's in the Java Cafe every now and then. Nika Winston, and also Brother Darius. Brother Darius is a brand new father of a beautiful baby girl, I believe. And Nika is now a grandma. Hi, Nika. And so Z is the name that I saw so far on social media. So congratulations. And Nika, if you're watching right now, so I don't get in trouble, please send me both the parents' names, please, like right now. Shout out to Darius, who also was just with the mayor. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. I just thought about it with the mayor, but Darius was with the mayor this weekend. And he just graduated from the Green Power Corps. And so he's excelling and doing wonderful things. So she is telling me, so Darius and Zane are the parents. And Nika, you better make sure that's not Darius and the baby's name. What's mama's name? Oh, so it was right. It was right. Nika knows she a mama. Sorry. Okay. So congratulations to Darius and Zane. Baby Zariah, 6 pounds, 12 ounces. So congratulations to the Winston, Washington side. And also Nika, what is Zane's family's name side? Congratulations to everybody that is a part and will contribute to this beautiful baby girl's life. And Nika, you've done well with them boys and that girl that is in college and the two behind her. So shout out to you, Grandma. I'm sure she's going to let us know what her nickname is soon. I found out yesterday some of the names that some of y'all grandmothers are having these children call you. At the risk of getting in trouble, and I love her, so she knows this isn't malicious or anything. Listen. Okay, so congratulations to Darius and Zane. There was a group that when we were growing up, their name was Zhane, Zhane. So I was saying, I said Zane. And in this text right now, he's telling me, you always butcher names. So congratulations to Darius and Zane on the birth of Zaya. Oh, Jesus. Zayara. Zara. I love you, Nika. I'm going to get off of here because I'm getting in trouble. Dina's event with Boston Centers for Youth and Families, before we get ready to go, the link is there. And so if you have a school-age child that is anywhere along the spectrum of autism, please go check out the information. That event is taking place on April 26th. Okay. I'm getting another text from Nika, and then we're going to get ready to go. Zaira. Oh, Jesus, Lord. All right, I'm going to get off of here. Did you? The name butcherer. See, now she corrected it. Zayara. Okay. Congratulations to Darius and Zane on the birth of Zayara. 6 pounds. I'm telling you, I'm going to get cussed out. Everybody have. It is not Zariah. It is. She sent it phonetically Zayara. Zayara. I'm about to call Nika and have her pronounce it. Y'all think I won't? Ain't going. had me out here in trouble. I don't know why some of y'all looking surprised.
LOL. Here you go. It's baby
First of all,
Zayana.
for you,
Her name is Zane.
Who?
Her name is Zane.
Zame is the
And
mother.
it's baby, yes.
Say it, Zame.
And it's baby Zayana.
But Nika,
Destiny.
you know that name is spelled like Johnny back in the day. Remember
Yes,
the group?
sir. It
Okay, okay. So
That's how her mom name spelled.
okay, well, no, see, you about to get me in trouble, Jesus. And so what's the baby? Now there's a debate. Somebody said Zariah, and that was my first thought.
No,
Our
it's
old
not
self.
Zariah.
It's Zayara, right?
Zayara Destiny.
Zayara. Oh, he threw his sister's name in there. No, that's her social media name. That's not her legal middle name. So Zayara Destiny is her name. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for clarity, because this is a whole segment now. I think we've been on it the last 6 minutes, because phonetics and names, Nika, was not my
I know. Well, you did Destiny Sweet 16, and boy, I still got the video.
From what? Pronouncing it?
All the names.
Are you talking about her court when I was reading
Yes.
off? Oh, okay.
Yes, all the butchered
no,
names.
please don't ever post that video, and I feel my face getting red, so I'm embarrassed right now. I remember that night. All right, I know you probably at work, so or
I am at work, and my students probably think I'm crazy. They both sitting here.
Oh,
let me get off this phone.
All right, thank you so much for contributing an educational component today while you were on a quick break at work. Thank you. We know,
thank you.
We know you're good. Thanks, son. Bye bye.
Go ahead. Okay.
This is what we do, y'all. Let me turn it down, because make sure nothing pops up on that phone. Oh God, it's bad. At the Red Cups last year, I done gave the Speaker of the House a new name, Spickler. It's Spiker or Speaker or something. And I'm getting off here. It's 11:02. Union Capital members, y'all got an hour and a half today, 90 minutes. Wasn't intentional. All right. I'm getting off of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank all of you for tuning in today to Java with Jimmy. Do me a favor. If you have not and need to, and yes, I say need to, I need y'all to go and make sure that in every space where I have a page that says Java with Jimmy, that you go and you like and share it for me, please. I really need that to happen, because there are some opportunities on a couple of those spaces where I can begin to do different things and monetize and, do things, raise the bar for us here in the platform. So I would greatly appreciate if you all would consider doing that for me. It would mean a lot. All right. So make sure you go to follow me on James W. Hills on Facebook. And also you can go to Instagram as well and follow me there. And also, hold on for 1 second. I just want to show you all something. Also, you can go to Blue Sky Java on all platforms except for my personal James W. Hills on Facebook. It's James Jimmy Hills, I believe. On Instagram, on LinkedIn, I believe it is James W. Hills as well. So I'm about to test something with y'all real quick. I want to see if this thing is going to work. Let's see what happens. So it's supposed to be it's supposed to be in the background and just pop up. And my face is look, my face is supposed to stay up. And it didn't happen. So I got to go back now and fix this and see how you Do it with, hold on. Let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. It won't do it that way. All right, I'm getting off of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. The video didn't work, but make sure you do this, okay? Wonderful day for tech in the Java Cafe. Yes, learning and growing, Brother Obi. I'm getting there. And thank you for your contributions and everything that you do and support the Java Cafe. All right, I'm really getting off of here now because now I'm rambling. Great day, everybody. And I'll go ahead and I've played this sometimes out of, tragedy and whatnot, but being proactive and expanding our peace will leave you with this.
May his peace